when life really sucked. At least I could see those people and life was a little better. People like Kay Slayton Morse. People like Natalie Bollinger. People like Eric Schwartz. People like Stephen McMillian. People like Maddie Boa. Stephen McMillian is dead. Natalie Bollinger is dead. Stephen Green is dead. Tommy Gallo is dead. They're dead. Benjamin Harvey is dead. Daniel Kitlitz is dead. Having to go to the officers responsible for many of their murderers to get away. It's so fucked up. Christine Buhit is dead. And Janine Barrett is dead. Rory Jepson is dead. They're all dead. Ryan Ingersoll is dead. They're all dead. They're all dead. They all died. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. I'm gonna try not to have a mental breakdown, but god damn it, they're all dead. They wanted to threaten to kill me and threaten to kill my family when Natalie disappeared. And I got people wanting to threaten me and harass me and accuse me of killing Christine Buhit. I was in fucking prison. How the fuck am I gonna kill her from prison, dumbass? I never fuck with drugs. You wanna fucking accuse me of fucking giving her fentanyl while I was in fucking prison in Lincoln fucking Nebraska? Jesus fucking Christ. Alicia Bollinger goes missing repeatedly. And every time she goes missing, I gotta deal with people threatening to kill me and my fucking family and my loved ones. It's best not to love me, obviously. It's obvious these people didn't love me anyway. People wanted to say they didn't want to get involved once they were already involved. They thought that ignoring me for 6 years it would magically go away. Oh no, it didn't. What those officers said and those recordings with you that you're so pissed off about being on YouTube. Well, those recordings with you showed those officers fucking lied. And they got away with it because you didn't fucking come forward. Instead, you made me fucking record it. They're dead, people. Not all of them are the fault of the police. Most of them are, though. And then there's the I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. The police have to do that. The police aren't gonna fucking do it. I told everybody that. All these people who are like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw this happen and I saw that happen and I'll speak up. Sure the fuck you will. Maggie tried speaking up. I wonder how long that lasted. She blocked me almost immediately. This stuff all needs to go to the FBI so they can pick up these child molesters and these rapists. A couple of murderers. You know what's messed up? Yeah, I'm also trying to turn in drug dealers, but I'm not trying to turn them in for dealing drugs. But see, here's the thing. People want to use being a drug dealer as an excuse to harm me. Well, I don't deal drugs, asshole. I never did. So they wanted to do the whole threatening thing and accuse me of killing Selena Not Afraid too. Anybody can tell any tall tale, and it makes it okay to harm me. It makes it okay to threaten me again and again and again. All because nobody bothered to find out the truth. It's not like I didn't post it up for God and everyone to see. What the Bollingers did, they did across multiple jurisdictions and multiple states. When Natalie disappeared, all I could think of was getting her somewhere safe. When Alicia Bollinger disappeared both times, I was just trying to get her safe. That's all I could think about. No matter how fucked up and shit that they did to me, I just wanted them safe. And the recording with Christine Bouhit before she died. You know, that shows how screwed up the situation it was. It also shows that there's a lot more evidence that's on her old account. I know that the FBI and even many police stations in major cities have the ability to unlock it. You need warrants for that, though. And in order to get warrants, you need people to look at the evidence. The FBI fucked up in this. They fucked up real big. Before they're gonna do anything, someone has to step up to the plate and say, hey man, don't he have rights? No, I don't. If I had rights, I wouldn't have had to do any of that desperate shit. No matter what, it's the wrong jurisdiction. Everybody says, oh, well, you need to move. You just need to move. You just need to move. You know what happens if you move? The predators fucking get away with it. Moral of the goddamn story. It's not my fault that people took advantage of me when I was in a desperate situation. It's not my fault that I'm still in that desperate situation. All of you who didn't speak up, all of you who misled me, all of you who told me things that you didn't tell the police, you helped the predators to get away. Both Natalie's and mine. You killed us both. Knowing that my brother Eric is so far gone, he thinks he talks to God. Holy shit. I made a Facebook post in Trash to Treasures and Airplane Enthusiasts in 2017. In it, I said, if anything happened, I said I wasn't willing to kill anyone. That was the very first sentence. I said, but I don't know if that's true. If anything happened to Natalie, Eric, or Jamie's son, I would burn the whole world down. And if anything happens to them, I'll have to hear it from a distance because they never bothered to find out what was going on. Having to hear about Natalie dying, that's the most disgusting thing I could ever. There's nothing more disgusting than Natalie getting shot in the head. If I'd had the technical abilities to show her the truth, to show her what Tim Beeson and these other people were doing, I think she would have understood and she would have put a stop to it. I did legit take Duke's Rune Ninjutsu. You could ask my dad, you can ask my older brother Eric. I did legit try to get into the military. You can ask Phyllis T. Barr. She was my recruiter. Real nice lady too. They wanted me to go in for explosives ordnance, and there was a guy who just so happened to be pretty good with explosives, and he taught me some pretty cool stuff. Basically, they wanted me to be a janitor. That's what he explained to me. He said, you'll learn all sorts of cool stuff, but they're going to have you cleaning toilets. It's the Navy. Well, obviously that didn't work out. I don't sleep. I try to just barely maintain. Most of the time when I make a video, it's right after I've been crying pretty heavy, and boys aren't allowed to cry. You're a sissy if you do that. That's what we get drilled into our heads. Boys don't cry. Boys don't show emotion. If they show emotion, then they're terrible people and they're monsters. You didn't have any problem with people being aggressive, highly aggressive. Well, people want to pretend that I threatened to kill Natalie and her family before Natalie was killed. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, only one person in her family was ever threatened with his life. That was Ted Bollinger. That's the thing. They just let these people continue to harm me. I went to police repeatedly. They just allowed these things to continue. When somebody dies in my life, that doesn't stop me from going on and helping the next person, because the next person is still breathing, god damn it. I don't give a fuck about the legacy of dead people. I care about the living. I'm not going to pretend that dead people who did fucked up shit that destroyed people's lives, I'm not going to pretend that those things didn't happen and that those people's lives aren't still destroyed. People think I'm being rude when I don't sugarcoat shit. When people ask me how I'm doing, you know what? I don't want to fucking lie to them. I don't want to tell them I'm having a good fucking day when I'm not. That's dishonest. But if I gotta hear one more, I'm fucking sorry. What can I do to help? People asked. I said, you can speak up. You can look at the evidence and you can speak up. Oh, well, they won't listen to me. I'm a felon. You know what? It doesn't matter if you're a felon. I have the evidence already. I just need you to verify that you fucking exist. I already got the fucking recordings between you and I already have the text messages between you and I already have Facebook Messenger between you and I already have the evidence. They're treating me like I'm schizophrenic and claiming that you don't exist. You're figments of my imagination. From Morgan McNeese to Ed Simmons, Christine Bouhit. Some of these officers literally knew the people, literally knew them in person, knew them in real life. The people, they tried pretending that I was crazy for saying that I knew these people. Tried to claim that I was schizophrenic, that these things were lies. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I got those people recorded on my goddamn YouTube. They're not figments of my fucking imagination. They exist. Natalie Bollinger claimed that I slandered her, and that is not the truth. She slandered me. And the things that she claimed were slander turned out to be true, now didn't they? Her dad being a fucking piece of shit, that's right, both of Natalie Bollinger's ex-stepmothers and her mother verified that to me, specifically to me. When people want to hide their involvement, that's where it becomes a real problem. Because the whole time that I was trying to work together with Shelly, that's one of Natalie's ex-stepmothers, and the whole time I was trying to work together with Danica, that's the other one, where they were making empty promises, pretending like they gave a shit. In reality, they were gaslighting me along with Kara Johnson Miles. All of these people outright lied in court, omitted information, did every single thing that they could. With that slander, cutting me off from being able to defend myself when it made a difference. With police officers in those jurisdictions threatening, harassing, intimidating, and even assaulting me. These officers here in Hood River need to cut it off. They need to cut it off before it becomes that serious here. And they need to know why it becomes that serious. So at night, I think about all these dumb dead motherfuckers that I was stupid enough to give a shit about. The least they could have done was told the goddamn truth before they died. On the bright side, some of them did, and I got it fucking recorded on my YouTube channel. On the bright side, dead people don't get to erase messages or destroy evidence. I just wish I had them back. I wish I could see them. Yeah, I knew all these people were on fucking drugs. Of course I did. The only people who ever fucking accept me are the fucking druggies. Now, why aren't they going to come forward? Duh. But it's not like sober people ever accepted me. I had a few very select friends in high school. I had none in Washington State. When I was in Lincoln High School, I was a white kid. It sucked. In Lodgepole, Nebraska, there was a kid named Sam Wilkins. He was my best friend. He stopped being friends with me over an argument about how the cops treat the homeless. That was many years ago. And then in Chapel, Nebraska, there was Brandon Jepson. Well, first there was Kim Jepson. And then later on, Brandon Jepson. And he remained my friend all through high school. Kim was the first friend I ever knew I'd get to keep. We're not friends anymore. At least she's not dead. I love Kim a lot. I love her children. I love her husband. I love Brandon, that's her brother. Little Jason, I love him too. I probably shouldn't admit that because he's a fucking low-down, dirty meth addict who tried to fucking shoot his wife while she was pregnant. But Jesus fuck, By the way, that's Ashley. Well, Ashley Bauer now. It used to be Ashley Olsen. And then it was Ashley Jepson, and now she's married to one of my high school bullies named Dylan Bauer. I like Dylan. There's a few situations that happened after Natalie died. One of them with that phone that I lost. I was out there. He drove by while I was out in the friggin' grass out there trying to look for that lost phone. It had so much important evidence. It had stuff from Mandy Hughes on it. It had stuff from so many different people. Oh my God. Like that was the phone. That was the phone that I had before Natalie died. And it had so much on there, so much evidence that cannot ever be recovered. The cops in Colorado needed to see it. They wouldn't do their jobs. All this shit's not legal for the cops to do. Entrapment is not legal. Gaslighting is not legal. Threatening, harassing, and intimidating the people who are helping me is not legal. I understand why these people like Candace Bondurant wanted to run scared. I understand completely. She was thinking there was going to be no problems and no altercations, and lo and behold, here she is. She's got an officer harassing her on her way to take her kids to school, and then harassing her again at work. And her landlord threatened to throw her and her kids out in sub-zero temperatures in 3 days if I'm not out of there. So guess what I did? I went and survived some sub-zero temperatures. They gaslighted me until I had a mental breakdown, and then they pretended like I was some sort of horrible monster for having a mental breakdown. And then they prevented me from showing the evidence of what these people were doing. They threatened my sister and Destiny just 3 months ago. 4 months ago. And all the time goes quickly, and it's all still the same thing. Please, someone look at the fucking evidence, for Christ's sake. I can show it to you in person. Just come look, please. Don't make me try to explain it. There is too much. Let me explain it while I'm showing you the evidence. Let me show you what's going on. There is too much. There's a lot of people I would give my life to see just one last time. Tell them I love them and I'm sorry I couldn't keep them safe. But none of those people are people who are dead. I think it's best to leave the dead where they are. Natalie's family are evil people. I agree 100% with her suicide. I agree 100% with her decision to leave this earth and leave all you selfish pieces of shit without her. I just wish she'd have taken me with her. I wish Mobley would have taken me with him. I wish Christine would have taken me with her. I wish Anna would have taken me with her. I wish my grandma would have taken me with her. Well, my predators want to pretend like I'm horrible. You guys won't even look at what they did to me. Or how hard I tried to get heard. Both before and after Natalie was killed. How I explained to you, I'll get blown off if I have to go in by myself. I told you their tactics. I told you the things that they do. Even here in the Hood River. They're not understanding the situation. I want to show it to them. I need someone there who takes it seriously to go in with me when I show it to the cops so they know it is a serious situation. My life always sucked. But I was always good at putting a smile on people's face in person. I'm still good at it. There was a lady who worked at the Starbucks here named Nicole. She was very sweet. She reminded me of a kindergarten teacher or a preschool teacher. And I thought to myself, you know, if she watched those videos and listened to them, it would make her sick. You know, when I tell my autism advocate that these people push me to the point that I want my life to end, she can't hear that. That's something that traumatizes her. And she thinks of all these dead people. Here's the problem, folks, is that your lack of give a shit is always the reason people commit suicide. You guys want to listen to a quack who died many, 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 many years ago? Freud was an idiot. He had a good concept, but it has not advanced with the times nor with our understandings. The way that the police handled Natalie Bollinger's case, as well as all of the situations with me, is archaic. It's antiquated. We have technology. The technology should be what people are looking at. But no, it's not like that, is it? It's one person's word versus another, isn't it? I'm gonna try to lay down. I'll probably just end up making another video. Fuck it. I don't know. I can't sleep. I just want to scream at the top of my lungs. You people killed us both by not caring. You wanted to victimize innocent people over your assumptions. All of you. Natalie Bollinger is absolutely a victim in all this, and I understand why she did what she did. That doesn't make it okay. With the number of people who have put their hands on me, and the number of people who would, number of times that the police have driven by over there at Dallas, is, you know what, I'm not gonna pretend any sorts of fucking crazy shit. They're fucking assholes. They were stalking me, and it's not fucking okay. Every time I try to turn them in, they do the same bullshit. The same set of bullshit. I should have been asleep hours ago. When I try talking to the cops in the morning, if I'm able to get to sleep, I'll barely be coherent. I have to rehearse things before I speak, in my head. It doesn't always work perfectly, but I need it to perform flawlessly so that people don't pretend like I'm trying to intentionally lie and mislead them. If I'm lucky enough to pass out and the video's still running, screw it, at least I got to pass out. These people made a lot of mistakes. They made some really big mistakes. My friends made pretty big mistakes, and so did the cops. I got video games, so if I have a bad anxiety attack, I can try to calm it down with video games. It doesn't always help. It's a suggestion that some people made. Hey, Sean, you should play video games. You know, I got an autistic brother, and he helps himself. He plays video games, and it helps him get his mind off of stuff, you know? Well, yeah, guess what? I tried video games. They don't work. Most of that is because when I was up there Lana and Amanda Ingelines in Bozeman, Montana. Well, Latin Gateway. Well, I didn't have any video games up there, so I was mostly trying to focus on learning how to use the electronics and get the information that was needed to the detectives and the officers that it needed to go to. There are so many complicated bits of the story. The fact that people want a 10-second segment and have that be it is completely backwards. Really, I just need them to put me somewhere. It doesn't fucking matter where they put me. God damn it. Just make sure they put me somewhere where people know that I'm there 24 hours a day. Make sure that if anything happens to Alicia Bollinger, that my sister isn't victimized over it. Is that the best I can hope for? I can barely think to speak, but I don't want to have that nightmare with Natalie breaking her neck. Alright, I'm gonna end this video. Hopefully I can get to sleep.